So I forgot to shut the door one night. I started screaming, "Mom! Mom! My mom came running. What's the matter, Bob? I'm like, somebody's in my closet. My mom was so brave. She looked. No, she really did. And she came back and she said, Bob, that's just your clothes. I'm like, oh. You know, I never thought of back then, if there really was somebody in my closet, did I really think they would stay there the whole time I was yelling? Ma! 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 What? Somebody's in my closet. Where? Right there. Hi. They weren't going to stay there. If you still don't believe I'm afraid of the dark, ask my wife. When my wife and I were just married 7 months, we were laying in bed together, it was pitch dark. You can do that when you're married. And all of a sudden, in the other room, the toilet seat fell. To this day, we don't know how or why, all of a sudden, smash. Natural response, I just went, Carol! And I started thinking I'm probably not impressing her. So I stuck on my chest as much as I could. That's not funny. I used to have a big chest. It just fell. Yeah, right. So I'm like, honey, it's okay. It's okay. Just go see what it is. I really am afraid of the dark, but that's kind of one of the surface fears. If it went beneath the surface, behind my mask, you'd see other fears like this. Are there people going to listen tonight? See, I'm smart enough to know you didn't come to hear me. You didn't even see my name way down there in the corner. Bob. Say it backwards. Bob. She didn't even know I was going to be here. I know you came for the bands. Me too. But I got to tell you this. One of the reasons that probably is so afraid for me, when I was in the first grade, I had a speech impediment. And I couldn't pronounce my S's or my R's. It really was a rabbit. And I had to get marched out of the normal class to go to what they literally call the special ed class. Just for the record, that doesn't make you feel special. I'd get marched out, but to make it harder for me, my brother Tim was totally handicapped. He had cerebral palsy. He had braces on his legs. He never took a full step by himself. He had severe mental retardation. Never said a full sentence. So my brother couldn't walk, and he couldn't talk. Then half of his body started growing, half of it stopped. Half his body was bigger than the other side. And then scoliosis and curvature of the spine set in, took his already crippled body and put him into a ball. He couldn't even sit up in a wheelchair unless he had a special body brace made of plastic with Velcro straps to hold him in. And if that wasn't enough hardship for one person, he also had epilepsy. You know what that is? Seizures. He'd have grand mal seizures, where his whole body would stiffen out and shake. He'd have to wipe the drool that came from his mouth. But almost every day when I got marched out of that class, somebody would go, there goes Bob. He's retarded just like his brother. And everybody would laugh. You know that wrong philosophy, put somebody else down, bully them, make yourself feel better. But the hardest choice you'll ever make is after you've been disrespected. Please hear me. I didn't come to get your pity. Almost every night I'd just cry myself to sleep and go, why can't they just respect